All right, S&P 500 still looks a little bit weak to me. It's still going and still not making any type of higher highs, making lower lows and lower highs. So kind of just have to see where it's going from there. And I put this little channel line in and kind of see where it goes from there. So on the weekly, it will give you a little bit better. The swing point could be it could be down here, quite honestly, but that's around a 1555, which is around at 38 fib. So we'll see if that's going to hold like it did last time, and I'll show you from the last time on the S&P on the daily. We got this. This is around this area right here. It was the actual, bottom, and it closed up above. So we see if it's gonna head to this previous 155 area. I'm still in it on the short side, and we kind of will see what happens from there. Let's look at the composite. Composite looks like is the strongest of everything. We're still sideways consolidation, and are we going to get back into this so-called wedge and continue to the upside? If we're looking at the weekly, we could see that the weekly is consolidating, but the trend is clearly up. So I'm not going to guess tops or bottoms. That's a sucker's game, and I can't predict anything. So if you're looking for somebody to predict something, where things are going to go, I'm going to let you know what typically 99% of the people that predict, 100% of the time they're wrong. Because what they do is they predict 1,000 times. The one time you could throw anything against the wall, something's going to stick. And what they do is they keep saying different things, different situations. Okay, it could be, it could be here next week, could be here next week. And then when next week comes, they're like, oh, we told you, didn't we predict it was going to be there? No, you told us it could be here, here, or here. And pretty much that's everywhere. So don't look at that stuff as gospel, quite honestly, because no one knows. The Russell needs to hold this 1,000 area. You can look at the weekly and you can see that this is a major area. This is the last time that it broke out was by here. So will this prior breakout, what is prior resistance now can be support, and we'll see if it goes from there. Also, if you look at the monthly, I mean, it doesn't have anything. It pretty much after it cleared that 865, it was just it was just going. So we'll see how it goes from there. And like I said, right now I'm not looking to get long this because it could have a potential of that 10 and the 50 crossing, and the MACD is bearish. So we kind of will see what happens with that. We have Tesla. Tesla is still. You look at yesterday. I mean, it continued gapped up, and it just has high lows, and if it breaks above this 173 area, this is definitely could be a $200 stock very quickly. So if the trend continues, and if you look at the weekly, that's a trend, and if that you can't see an uptrend on that, then listen, maybe you should take a step back and kind of look at some other names, or look at another thing to do until you can figure out what direction is. And it's not a problem because sometimes people can't. So it's not a matter of me saying that, oh, I'm better than you or this and that. It's all humility. The ego is the market will destroy an ego quicker than anything. But that being said, Apple, I'm waiting for it to clear above these levels right here, this 513, 510 area, before I would look to get to the long side. So right now it's still breaking down, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, I'm not trying to predict anything. Facebook still looks good. Maybe get in above these previous areas and go from there. That looks really good. Hess, I said yesterday, looks good. It broke out and it's holding above there, and it looks like it's wiped the bullish MACD, which is actually a really good sign. So that looks good. But let's look at this banking sector. It doesn't look that good at all. It's still broken down. You got XLF, you got the Bank of America right at the 50. So if that 50 doesn't hold, it has a while, because if it breaks this previous point right here, which is at 14, it can get to this 13. Shoot, it could get back to this $12 level. So be very, very careful regarding that. JP Morgan broke the flag that I put, and if you want to know what a flag is, this is pretty much it. Flagpole flag. It was a bearish flag, and if you have a bullish flag, it's the opposite, and it's continuing to the downside. You have Goldman Sachs giving you a doji, still some indecision, but not looking strong. I mean, the last level of support is this 149 area. So you got Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo's breaking and didn't. And if you want to look at what that's made from, this is the weekly, and this is the uptrend line, you pretty much, this is the channel that you got going on, and you know, that's pretty much it. It's not looking good. So either it does something, but that financial sector is very concerning to me. Citigroup is looking at breaking down as well. This is another, you know, uh, flag that has broken down. So we gotta make sure you look at that financial sector and see what's going on. Because of the Syria news, the USO is going up. We got ExxonMobil that was up strong today. You got Chevron that was up hard today, but you know, there's still a downtrend, so I'm still gonna kind of wait and see what's, well, it's immediate downtrend, let's say from the past you know, month. So it looks like it might be breaking, yeah, it's breaking that to the upside. But you know, you got to be careful with these things. So I would look for a lower, a higher low, and then a push up is what I'm looking at personally. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, trade them well. You can see me at StockTwits at Maximus Analysis, of course, on Twitter at Maximus Analysis. You can email me at maximusanalysis@gmail.com if you have any questions or you want me to post a chart. Take care.